Okay guys, so this is the second time we're going to be renovating this bathroom. So you might remember me doing this right when we moved into this bungalow. We renovated this bathroom and honestly it was like the best room in the house. It was uber modern, it was lush, I loved everything about it. Okay, let's pause right there to kind of take you back to the beginning when we first bought this house and how the bathroom looked before. So as you can see, it was very, very dated. All the pipes were on show. The grout was very dirty. We had Artex in the ceiling. The window was grubby and old. And yeah, the radiators were ancient. Everything just felt really old and just a little bit grubby at the time. The house had been vacant and it even had a jacuzzi bath. This all had to go, so we got to work getting rid of it, and I'll just show you a clip that I shot in 2021. So we've had this knocked through because we're going to have a front door there eventually and it's going to lead into here, and then this door will be either a back door or stairs going up to the loft when we have a loft conversion. And then in here we're gonna have a walk-in shower. So this will be like a wet room shower thing. We just need to get spotlights in the roof so it's not so dark, but it's a pretty big space. So there's that water meter thingy. Yeah, so we're gonna have a walk-in shower here, and then the toilet will be there so that it's not in the way of, like, you know, the hallway when you're taking a dump. You can see Mr. Amazon with your parcel. And then we'll have a sink here. So with the help of quite a few tradies in this bathroom, we got to work and we finally made it a lovely space. And we even panelled the wall, as you can see here. And this was the result. And as I said previously, we absolutely loved this bathroom. It was like the best, most modern room in the house. It was so nicely done. It felt really contemporary. And back in 2021, like, this was bang on trend. Not that it's not now, but it was like at the peak of the trend at the time. And I absolutely loved everything about it. But as you'll see now, it got pretty wrecked in the reno. Let's go. But then we went through a huge renovation project and like the ceiling was off and all sorts. It's been through all sorts. So there was like at one point like no electricity, there was no fan in here. So there was a massive buildup of mold. And if you can see here, like there's stuff missing from the ceiling, there's patching in to do, there's like cracks over there in the ceiling, there's like mold, there's even creepy crawlies living in here. As you can see, we do not use this bathroom at all. And unfortunately, the skirting boards are different. So we've got the new skirting boards there. And I don't know, I think I'm like over the beige. I love it. I actually still love it. I don't know. Am I over it? I feel a little bit over the beige. I feel it's a bit meh. And these tiles, they're so annoying because they look pink. This is the tile, okay? If I face it this way, it's pretty much white, okay? But I feel like the beige makes it look pink. So I'm thinking, do I change the beige to make these look what they're supposed to be, which is off-white? But they look pink. And they look pink in there as well. Peachy pink, which I'm not against, but it's just not what I was going for. I was going for white, neutral, kind of like saleable colours. So, and up there we had that plastered. Again, that's all looking a little bit tatty and a little bit messy now. All of the silicone is looking tatty, gross. It's the little things that you probably can't pick up on the camera, but oh, look at this. All of this needs some help. And the door obviously needs to be properly painted. But the purpose of this video is to bring you along with me on completely sorting out this downstairs bathroom because it desperately needs it. And this pampas grass here is just hiding more nastiness where we just, that's pretty self-explanatory why we're hiding that. It's to do with the wall, not us. This wall wasn't straight. So this is sticking out more. So then that's why there's a gap up there. So again, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and then we had this window installed and they didn't finish it off. So there's just a lot of stuff going on in here that is not what we expected when we first renovated this bathroom. It was meant to be one of the nicest rooms in the house. I'm also kind of like over these Desenio prints. I'm kind of like over them. And again, they're dirty as anything, like inside from the renovation. This, again, another thing, is all cracked. It's all swollen, all cracked, all proper messed up. So yeah, this needs a makeover desperately. One of my first jobs is to take this trim off. One, I bought the wrong size trim when we first had this done, so I don't actually like how like thick it is, but I'm going to take the trim off and we've got loads of these tiles left, and I'm going to be elongating this so that the tiles just go up one higher, and then it'll be nice then because the mirror will be like half on the tiles, half off the tiles, and then we could maybe go with quite a bit of a bigger mirror rather than just trying to fit it above there. So that's going to happen up there, and I'm going to do the same over there. And then I don't know, I was thinking wallpaper, but can't be bothered. But yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to make these not look pink. Maybe a grey. So let me bring them into this light so that you can see. In this gorgeous westerly light, they look white. Like maybe a little bit creamy, but not pink. To me, that's not pink. But in the bathroom, it looks pink. Look, looks white, 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 looks pink. I just don't get it. It's so annoying. Anyway, my first task is to get this trim off. Don't ask me how. I decided to use a multi-tool to get this off, and it worked really, really well. So if you need to do it, I would get a multi-tool. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to try and put a few samples of different colours, like just above where the tiles are, because I know this is, I'm going to be putting tiles here. So like if this colour looks nice, that'd be great because I've got blinking loads of it. But I've also got another white from Lick, white 05. So this is with a white 03. But I just want to see, does that pull the yellow? I'm just going to put a little sample there. And then I'm going to go and get the white 05 from the shed and see if that pulls. Yeah, I think maybe it does. I think this colour really makes this colour look pink, and I like it. But I'm over it, so I just, yeah, I'm thinking maybe this is time for something different. Or is this just too white? Maybe this, oh, I don't know. Okay, so I've got the Lick 05 out of the shed with a nice little slug attached. So yeah, you can kind of see the colour difference. This is slightly darker yellowy white than that, but I think I prefer this one. So I'm going to do a sample and just see what it looks like in this very dark room. So let's go. Okay, so let's give this colour a whirl. I already know I like white 05 because I had it in our bedroom. The only difference is I've got white 05 in a matte and the white 03 is in eggshell. So that's the white 05. And then here I'm gonna just put it, oh, I don't know, maybe here. Yeah, stick it here. They're very, very similar, but they're very different at the same time. So I had the white 05 in my bedroom downstairs and I felt like it was really like Japanese, really chill vibes, whereas I've got the white 03 in my upstairs bathroom. If you haven't watched that video, you can go and watch it upstairs. And although I do like it, it's very yellow. Like white 03 kind of looks like a smokery house. At the moment they're looking very similar. But again, I think I'm leaning towards the white 05. And I've got 2.5 litres, which I think should be enough, but I don't know if it'll be enough for the ceiling. But we shall see. Okay, so let's just see how that does in terms of a sample. Okay, so again, they are very similar, but I suppose having them side by side, we'll have to wait until they're dry to really see the true effect. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Go for the white 05 and I've just got stuck in with it. Like, it's not too dissimilar from the beige, but I do feel ever since we had the new window, the beige 03 in here felt really dark compared to what it looked like before, because the frosting on the new window was a bit more frosted than the last one. So yeah, it wasn't letting as much light in. This is how it was currently looking. Quite patchy, and the tiles are just carnage at the moment. So I'm just going to continue painting the walls and the ceiling. Okay, so what I'm currently doing is putting some of this trim over the window to try and finish the windows off, because obviously, as you can see, we've had new windows, but the trim was never replaced. So I'm just putting these on there now. They've just been sitting in the living room for ages, they're a bit bendy. But if I show you this one, it'll sit like that and it'll just hide quite a lot of the mess. So I need to get this off before I glue it. See, I'm just cutting this long trim to fit around the window, and then that will be a good job done for the window. Okay, so I've put the trim on, and I've also added some black electrical tape to the window. And I think it's looking really good, finally, because this has been looking really shabby for, well, ever since we've had it installed. So I'm going to put some silicone around it as well, just to finish it completely off. But I'm pretty happy with that now. It's actually finished off the room big time. Okay, so that's the window out of the way. And as you can see, the tiles are yet to be done. So I thought I would get going with the tiles. So I literally just removed the trim with the multi-tool and that came off. And then I'm literally just using the same spaces that we used for the rest of the tiles, slapping on some adhesive at the back, and then just making sure that they're all level and straight. I do think tiling is one of those jobs that, like, if you put your mind to it, you 100% can do it yourself. So if you're thinking about doing it, I would just highly recommend it. Get a bit of practice in, but you can definitely do it. Okay, so this is how many I've done so far. I've actually run out of spaces. Yes, I didn't even buy any. I just found some in the wall under there and started picking them out. So what I need to do is wait for all of these to dry, and then I can take all the spaces out and crack on with the rest of it. But I'm starting to see the vision. So the mirror hangs there, and it'll hang like that. So it'll be half on the wall and half on the tiles. What do we think about the grout colour? Because, like, obviously the no grout, it does look quite nice. I don't know what to do. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do with the grout. Should I turn it like a grey colour, or should I leave it white? Okay. He said barely put any pressure on it.
At the top, did you say?
The edge. And the other guy said not much pressure at all. Yeah. Whoa! Right, I am absolutely buzzing that I managed to get that little slithering cut on that like old-fashioned tile cutter. So I'll stick that piece there. And then I'll fill in this corner with like loads of grout, because that's what the others kind of look like. And then I've also got a slithering, but by here. So I'm gonna just put all this on now. And then that's the tiles done. Okay, and that's the tiles all on the wall. Now it just needs some grouting. I'm also taking off the paneling that we put on just 3 years ago. I know you're probably thinking, what are you doing? You're making a mess. But honestly, not only is maybe like the slat wall trend a little bit overused, but the way these slats are on our wall, they just don't look good. Like all the plastering is a mess around them. The wall's not straight. We were rookies when we installed it. So I'm just sanding down any really bad bits and chiseling away any lumps. And then I go ahead and fill it with some filler. I just kind of want to show that actually, you know, people moaning, oh, everyone will be ripping their paneling off in a few years. Yeah, and what? It takes 2 minutes. Well, not 2 minutes, but it doesn't take too long to get your wall looking ship-shop shape again. And as you can see here, I've already filled it, painted it, and had a cup of tea in the meantime. So it's not looking too bad. So if you're thinking about doing paneling because you're worried about taking it off, don't worry. It'll come off and you'll sort your walls, no problem. So this is how the wall was looking after just one day. We took it all off, filled it and painted it in one day. Okay, so we've bought Farrow & Ball eggshell slipper satin for the woodwork in here. So we've got white 05 from Lick on the walls. As you can see, like they are quite different, but I didn't want to keep Pure Brilliant White on the doors. So I'm going to try this, and I'm hoping that it's very similar, but that there's a slight difference just so you can see the contrast. But yeah, let's give it a go. I also installed our new skirting boards and painted them. Okay, so now that the bathroom was kind of looking okay, I decided to actually use it. And while I was on the toilet, I noticed that there was this weird bubbling on the wall. So we investigated on the other side of the wall, which is the brand new utility room, and noticed that there was like a leak happening from the tap. It's obviously been leaking for the last year, ever since we had it installed. There was mold all up the side of the washing machine, and I had to strip all the paint off of this wall. Oh, it's too depressing to think about. So let's think about, what are we going to put on these walls? What artwork can I put? It was time to go to the charity shop. Okay, so I've nearly finished the bathroom makeover, and I wanted to get some prints for the wall. So we used to have Desenio prints here. Oh, the light's gone funny. And I just thought, I don't really want to get more Desenio prints. I want something unique, something different, something that'll add a bit of character. to the room, and I was thinking, seeing as the tiles are quite pinky anyway, then I might as well embrace the pink. But I basically went to the charity shop. I've gone to a few this week, and I've been trying to pick out some prints basically. And I saw these, and I actually walked out of Marie Curie, and I was like, no, I won't get them. And then I was like walking down the street, and I thought, actually, do you know what? I am going to go back, because where are the chances in a charity shop to have like 2 of the same prints? And they're literally £10 each. £10 each, plus you get the frame, the glass, and it is from Claude Monet, I think that's how you pronounce it, who was that Van Gogh thought highly of. So now they're obviously prints, but you know, they're in my bathroom now, so I'm going to try and put them up now. I'm not sure this is going too well. Okay, let's quickly recap what the bathroom looked like when we first moved in, and then what it looked like after we renovated it for the first time. And now, this is what the bathroom is looking like now. I would love to know your thoughts. Did you prefer it the first time round? Did you prefer the original? Because I know a lot of people on the internet, they always love it was better before, they love the original. Let me know what you think. But I am happy with the progress now. I do feel like the bathroom is kind of back where it was when we first renovated it, and I am really happy to see the slat wall leave my life, and I'm also happy to see the beige gone as well. Even though this paint is quite beigey in itself, I do think it is a lot more contemporary and it's a lot brighter, and painting the ceiling in the same colour has just given it such a modern feel. But also I feel like the prints and yeah, the colour and the blue of the hallway door also gives that kind of vintage vibe, which I'm absolutely loving right now. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.